Troy.
Public speaking. You're kidding me, right? You actually want me to take a public speaking class for welding technology. If you say so. And what the heck is this portfolio that everybody keeps talking about? Am I supposed to be taking pictures or something? These are all thoughts that were going through my head the first day of class. I too thought that this class was going to be a no-brainer, very lackadaisy, kind of come and go as you please, and nobody would notice all my ums and uhs. Who the heck was I kidding? This is the first portfolio that I've ever put together. I'm so glad that I listened to everybody from the first day looking at the handout. The one that stuck with me the most was the one that said, "Don't be a portfolio, do your portfolio." That right there kind of clicked something in my brain saying maybe I should go to the store, get it going right away, because I'm the kind of guy that will procrastinate, wait till last minute, and scramble. I only do half the job I should have done. So today I would like to discuss 3 areas in my portfolio that I think you might find interesting. The first one's going to be my thoughts for the week, some humor, and my ideas. And bear with me here. Some of these are a little random, but I know that when you backtrack on these thoughts for the week, you can't really tell who's writing down what, and there's no names involved. It's just pretty anonymous. So the first one was for week 1 was "Time will pass, will you?" This is something that was posted in my 9th grade drafting class. It was right next to the clock. So every time you looked at the clock, time will pass, but in your conscious mind, are you going to pass? Worry about the project more than you will the actual time. This is from a rap song that I really like. It's "Upgrade Your Brain Matter, because one day it may matter." I think that really makes sense. You know, that's why we're all here. Week 3, act like you've been here before. It's just portraying the act of confidence. You know, like you're not an amateur at anything. This one I got from psychology. Being human takes a lot of nerves. It's a good one too. Every strike brings me closer to a home run. That's actually a quote from Mickey Mantle, which makes a lot of sense. You know, you're never going to try. You know, don't make those strikes. You're never going to get that home run. While in school, don't ever think you're ahead of the game, because you're not. This was a very big eye-opener for me. That's week 6, because all of a sudden I felt really overwhelmed, really behind with everything that was going on in all 3 of my classes. So, big eye-opener. This was a magnet that I've had since I was probably 19 years old. I'm 33 now, and my ex-girlfriend got it, her mom got it for me when I got my GED. And it said, "I did the thing I feared the most, excuse me while I cheer. Now here I stand a stronger soul, and all I've lost is fear." It's a good one to remember. We have enough youth. How about a fountain of smart? Some days you are the bug, some days you are the windshield. It is far more impressive when others discover your good qualities without your help. Don't be cocky, don't be arrogant. I wonder why the frisbee was getting closer or getting bigger, and then it hit me. Next, I'd like to share some humor with you. Let's just say I have some extremely devious and interesting friends. The first one, a good friend of mine who's a huge prankster, got a really good joke pulled on him. He's always pulling the pranks on his roommate, so his roommate fired back one day and he had about 3 or 4 Oreos left in the package, and his roommate scraped all the stuffing out and filled them with white toothpaste.
Oh.
He wasn't too happy, but we thought it was hilarious. The second was, we sat down to have a nice Easter morning breakfast. We had blueberry pancakes, hash browns, scrambled eggs, and when we went to open the orange juice, we noticed that the seal was broken. So I only lived right down the street from Safeway, so drove back to Safeway as fast as I could before my food got cold, and went to the cash register and asked her if I could exchange it. She's like, "Yeah, no problem at all. We've actually been having this problem lately. We have a customer that's been coming in and trying all the different flavors of orange juice right there in the aisle. So orange passion fruit, orange guava, you know, drinking, taking little sips from there." Kind of gross, but the visual of it is hilarious to me. You know, I'd love to come around the corner just seeing some vagrants or something like that, you know, sitting there. Another good one was April Fool's. My best friend Jake, his girlfriend just pulled this one out of the hat, and it's the most awesome prank I've ever heard. But she posted on Craigslist, the ad said 2 tickets to Seattle Mariners free due to the fact that I will be out of town for work. She wrote down his personal email address and phone number, And within the first hour, he had 50 emails and 30 missed calls on his cell phone. So if you think about it, not only did the prank get pulled on him, but the prank got pulled on all those other people that thought they were getting free Mariners tickets as well. And actually, it was for the opening day, which is even better. And the fourth is, my girlfriend Georgia and I, we were at the Puyallup Fair, and there was a dog leaping competition. And this is where the owner of the dog will put the dog's favorite toy or something on this mechanism that hangs over this huge tank of water. And he gives it the sign, and the dog will run and jump and get the hanging bone or toy, and then fall in the water. Well, this guy steps up after like 4 people that we saw. This guy steps up. He's all decked out in camouflage, got his hair all slicked back, and his dog's all decked out in camouflage too. You can just tell that he's really pompous, really cocky, and all this and that. And after like 3 or 4 tries, his dog would not jump in the water. And I'm looking, and I just see him getting closer and closer to the edge. And right when I say, Georgia, he's about to fall in, splash. Like he was underwater, and the whole crowd got wet and everything. And right there at that moment, his dog jumped in after him. He got out, cell phone destroyed and everything. I thought it was hilarious. Probably not the best day for that guy. And then here's some ideas that I've had over the quarter as well. They should start making computers with limited amount of user time each day so people are more prone to be more active. I'm constantly on eBay, Craigslist, Facebook. What did I do 10 years ago when I didn't have a computer? I was outside, even if it was raining. I was out there exploring, doing stuff. So that's something I need to better myself on. They should lower the lottery amounts to increase the chances of winning. I think everybody will agree with me. They should make a beer with a natural hydrator so there's no such thing as a hangover.
Yeah.
Like that.
There's a quiet study center at school. How come there's not a quiet nap center as well?
Yeah.
I get a little fatigued after this class and take a little nap. Hit the couch over there. Nice. 3-day weekends are a must. 1 day for relaxing, 1 day for chores and responsibilities, and 1 day for super fun stuff. I just can't cram everything into 2 days. I don't know how people do it. Some extra safety precautions for another oil leak disaster like the one in the Gulf. What a bunch of morons. I don't know what's wrong with those guys. How about a 24-hour bus line to prevent drunk driving and DUIs and free taxi service after 2 a.m.? I know a lot of people would be out of trouble right now, maybe still alive. I'm still looking for a vitamin to feed dogs to keep them from shedding everywhere. The first speech, you guys saw my Old English Bulldog. He's all white and white hair everywhere. It's all over all my cars. And more predictability of the great Northwest weather and something to control it. Please stop raining. It's June. It's summertime. Come on. And then slowing down the increase of everything. Everything's just natural the way it works, and everything increases, prices of stuff and population and all this and that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, but I'm not going to really get into, is the stuff that I've read over this quarter. I would highly recommend these books here. They're called bathroom reader books, but I usually read them in bed, not the bathroom. But like Dr. Venditti says, learn a little bit about everything. With the prop 2 speeches, I think that these would really pay off. I'll just open to a random page and read something. Alibi means elsewhere in Latin. Email was introduced into the White House in 1992. Today, women make up about 6% of all U.S. pilots. So it goes on and on and on about so many different topics that you can just kind of subconsciously put in your brain. So, like I said, I won't dive deep into them, but I'd highly recommend it. They're very interesting. So I hope you've all enjoyed the 3 parts that I've shared with you out of my portfolio: thoughts for the week, the humor, and the ideas. I would like to thank each and every one of you, and especially Dr. Venditti, for such a great learning and life-changing experience. Good luck to you all, and remember, cherish each moment as if it was your last.